Okay. So like, Chris unfortunately and surprisingly believes he's on the side he's on the side of pain when it comes to the meme that we use as a drop constantly about Shanks being Hawkeye's
Yeah, I'm gonna play
superior.
it. I'm gonna play it right
Well,
now. I just didn't have it ready for because I'm unprofessional.
yeah, I was trying to stall.
Hold on, try to get to it.
Everyone that's listened to
A
this
hockey
podcast has
man?
heard these.
You mean
But
a
I want
fighter
to make
who
sure everyone
relies on
knows.
hockey? A hockey man? You mean
So,
a fighter who relies on hockey?
yeah. So here's the thing, right? I I think it's funny, but at the end of the day, I do think that there are hockey specialists in in One Piece, and they happen to be some of the strongest characters. And I believe Chris thinks that that's bullshit because almost everybody is proficient in hockey, the New World at the very least.
I think that's a
Did
fair
I
point.
represent your argument bad?
No, no.
Okay.
I think Payne in that argument is right in that like everybody has hockey. So and in order to be like
Okay.
a bigwig in it, you have to be a hockey specialist a little bit.
Sure.
So it's not like
I I disagree with the wording.
yeah. I
I
mean, because
don't disagree with
Kaido
your
even
point.
said so. Kaido said that like in order to like hockey rules above all, and Kaido is really good at
Yeah,
hockey.
I agree.
But I do think that
But
Shanks is
my
better at hockey strictly because that's kind of the only thing he's got. Everybody else in the four emperors has a devil fruit of some sort, and Shanks has been pretty much riding with hockey, and that's it. So I think there's like some merit to the argument that
so you say therefore he is a hockey specialist.
yeah, that's fair to say.
Okay, so you agree and basically you agree with some of it,
Yeah,
but I think the core thing about Shank the specificity of Shanks and what his combat type is, you think it's fair to say he's a hockey specialist
yeah,
opposed to a swordsman that uses hockey.
yeah.
So yeah, I
But you know
agree.
what? Hawkeye
And I'll
is.
just say
You can
my
also say Hawkeye is a hockey specialist. His blade is permanently black because of the hockey he's imbued it with.
I always forget that detail, by the way. Not that it changes that much, but that is really cool,
Yeah.
actually. So, from my perspective, Shanks, until we see like otherwise, Shanks is in like a league of his own, and not just with hockey, generally speaking, with Conqueror's hockey.
Mm-hmm.
There's been no one that's matched that's outmatched him or even came close to that level of like Conqueror's hockey or that in that style that he can. I mean, for me, for a long time, the biggest feat was him making everybody stop during the war. But it's like I feel like I have a different understanding. I think that it wasn't so much his hockey that made everyone stop, but the threat of him. But I want to be clear. What happened as soon as Wano wrapped up when Mr. Green was fighting against the samurai, you know who Mr. Green is, right?
Yeah, Ryugu.
Yeah, thanks. For the Japanese. Um
Ryogo Q is a
I
hard word to
think
say. I'll
what
say.
yeah, I think what not Ace, I'm sorry, what Shanks hit him with is like example. And I'll slightly foreshadow this week's chapter. We'll see, I think, another example of that from what I
Oh.
believe is the case.
Brian
But
has joined
more
the
on that
pre-show
when we
chat
actually
show.
read One Piece.
What happened?
Yo.
Brian, we started the pre-show because Josh wanted to argue about Hockey Man.
Hockey man.
A
You mean
hockey man?
who fucks.
Well, I thought
with
Chris
hockey.
Whoa.
disagreed with me.
Whoa!
What were you saying?
No, Brian said a hockey man. You mean a man who fucks?
A man who fucks with hockey?
Yeah.
Nah, basically same thing. Like everyone else in the new world.
Well, anyway, yeah. So back to Shanks. I think like because his Conqueror's hockey is on, it is so like specific to his abilities, and he like the feats he's accomplished using it. And again, for me, the most impressive one, shutting down a whole admiral from miles away. You know what I'm saying? Like off the fucking coast of an island, where it would have took this nigga mad long to get to Ryukyu. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't just worried about Ace. He could not fight anymore. You know what I'm saying? He lost the will to fight. And that was hockey at play. So I think the anime was cool for flavor. Like showing that anime bird. I mean that
Yeah, the Haki
hockey
Susanoo was
bird
not is
thing.
not canon as far as
Yeah, I know that. So that's what I was saying. Like, I think it's cool that they showed that. I don't think it's what the fuck is going on right now? Oh, I put the video by accident. Oops. Um yeah, I think that enough makes him fair for why like it's fair to say that he's a hockey specialist. He's so much more than just a swordsman. We haven't even really seen him fight yet.
Who, Shanks?
Yeah.
We have seen him fight.
I think he is a hockey man.
He is, in fact, a hockey man.
A
Just like
hockey
Garland.
man?
Garland was
You
probably
mean a
also
fighter who relies on hockey?
Yeah. I think it's fair to say that.
I think so
Based on
too.
what the evidence we have now.
I think so too. I think it's fair so far.
And then, that also shows why Mihawk was just doing what he did and why Shanks was a whole ass fucking emperor. Because Shanks had so much more than just his sword fighting ability.
Yeah.
Sure, Mihawk may be his equal right now. I wouldn't be mad at that because there is an explanation. You know what I'm saying? He lost his arm, so he has half his sword fighting ability essentially, but he has the hockey. What's the word I'm looking for? The excellence, for lack of a better word, proficiency,
Yeah.
make up for that gap.
Yeah.
What else would it be?
Yeah. I think like when
I'm sorry, no one's telling me that Mihawk could pull up to Shanks right now and be like, "Yeah, I could beat you now."
No, I agree with
Fuck
that.
out of here,
I do
son.
think that Shanks is stronger than Mihawk. I think when people like when they see each other as rivals, I think they see each other in the way of just strictly like swordsmanship.
Yeah.
Like on a skill level, Mihawk is probably a better swordsman than Shanks is.
Which is that's fine. That's cool.
Like if they were to go toe to toe, no
But
hockey.
what Payne was trying to say though was lying.
Was what?
Did you hear that sound?
I heard
Yeah.
something.
I heard an alarm go
Yeah,
off.
that. All right, no, my phone alarm did go up, but y'all didn't hear that Outlook sound, did y'all?
I don't
No.
think so. No.
All right, good. That was just on my side then.
Damn.
Anyway. All right, so cool. We on the same page with that.
Yeah. How are you, Brian?
Huh?
How are you?
I'm chilling. Just
Yeah.
rereading the chapters right now to get reacquainted.
Nice. I'm on chapter 20 something of Dawn to Dawn.
Where
I have not
that
started
part-
reading that shit yet.
Is that when they're fighting in the school?
Yeah. It's when they're fighting in the school.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun. It's pretty good.
With the alien.
Yeah.
Because it's a manga series about aliens.
It's a what?
It's a series about aliens and also ghosts.
You can't mix those two together.
Actually, they do. That's
He's
exactly
breaking a
what they do.
rule. You're not supposed to do that.
But they do that.
You can't do that.
But they
Who
did.
said he could do that?
He did it.
You're
Nobody
not
told him.
supposed to. There's a reason it's never ever happened before.
Yeah, but there's a reason. For
Finally
this
found something. I finally found something.
Found
You
something
asked
to hate.
for it, Brian, and
So-
yes, there we go. And that's the angle I'm gonna take until I start reading it and love it.
That's irrational.
Shit.
That doesn't even make sense. It's an angle. Because they do two
but,
separate
I
genres?
mean, it doesn't really need to. Yes.
Mm.
Two different types of monster. You can't. That's like when your cake and eat it too.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? This is already a big deal. How the fuck are you gonna worry about aliens too?
Well, I don't want to spoil
They're
anything
never
for
gonna
you
win
as
if
to
that's the
why.
case.
I don't want to spoil anything to you as to why they.
It's a crossover with Jago, the intergalactic explorer.
Wow.
I'll take that as a no.
Wow. I wish we had a highlight reel of haterism because that was a new level. You have to pull out Jocko, the space policeman.
Yes.
I haven't even thought of him in
Why-
like 4 years.
Bro, that nigga was your favorite character.
He was
for
not
that
my
arc.
favorite
And
character.
yes, I'm calling it an arc.
I did not say anything about Jacko ever. What are you talking about?
You fucked with Jacko.
I did
so
not
hard when
fuck
we
with
covered that
Jacko.
shit on the
I did
podcast,
not
bro.
fuck with Jacko. Figure it out. Find it. Find where I said I fuck heavy with Jacko. I can't believe you would try to peg me as a Jocko fan.
Are we
You
talking
were,
about
bro.
the Dragon Ball
He was
Z?
cool with
Jocko?
it. You
Yes,
said it
we're
gave
talking
you
about
nice
Jocko
feels.
from Dragon Ball Z.
Pause.
I did not say that.
Why are you hating on Jocko?
Josh is hating on Jocko.
I'm not hating on Jacko. Chris is the one denouncing him like he's he's the
Denouncing
Antichrist or
him?
something.
Josh is now gaslighting me because he just came out of nowhere and said that Jocko is like my favorite character in some arc. Josh is wilding for respect right now with this Jocko talk.
I don't even remember why I brought it up.
I know you were in a haze.
Oh, the Don to Don.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I'm over it. I'm not gonna hate on it. It's fine.
Oh,
We
my
got some questions from a longtime buddy of ours.
Oh yeah, we do. We got some questions. If you guys want to send questions over to the pod, you could email us at newjumpcitypod@gmail.com and we will answer your questions about stuff. But for now, we got a question from Mike. Very excited to hear from Mike. It's been a while. I was worried that he stopped listening. Worried that we lost a friend.
Mike!
But he's back, baby. It's good to hear from him. His first question: which community do you think is the worst when it comes to spoilers? In my opinion, it has to be JJK. It is.
It is.
It
is. So yeah.
It is.
But if I think there's a reason why it's JJK.
I don't know why, but I will say this. So many of the final twists of Jujutsu Kaisen have been ruined for me by spoil. Nobara coming back, that was point blank in my face. Is that big page where Nobara like pulls up and I'm like, fucking motherfuckers. I can't wait for you guys to be flipping patties later.
It's because JJK is right now, well, during the whole Sukuna battle, it was kind of like a fucking global event. Like everybody is tuning in every week for it. It's like the Super Bowl. Every chapter was like a Super Bowl chapter, you know?
Yeah, but like,
so everybody was talking about it all the time. And when everybody's talking about something, that brings up a lot of clout. So like leakers were getting a bunch of numbers for being like first in line to shoot them out. You know what I mean?
well, good for them. I expect them to go into poverty soon because they have no more big time series.
Damn, Chris.
Big time series to.
Yo.
I mean views wise. You're going into viewership poverty. What are you gonna spoil now?
Yo, whenever I think about that, remember that video I sent you when it was like Naruto if he never stole the shadow clone jutsu? It was a nigga working at McDonald's.
Yeah.
That secret formula, I put that flavor in. That shit would be crying.
That's where these guys are going.
I'd say One Piece is a second.
Yeah, One Piece is a second, but it's a distant
that's
second.
exactly what came to my mind.
I get spoiled for One Piece second
I guess it's
most,
thirsty.
but it's like a gulf. There's like a big gap. It's Jujutsu Kaisen, and then every now and then I get spoiled for One Piece.
Is JJK the all-time like highest like spoiler count?
I know, yeah, it is. What are you gonna
I
spoil now,
guess
guys?
so,
Blue Box?
because of the timing. Wish. You wish someone wanted to spoil that series.
It's gonna be big. It's actually already big. All right, it's getting a Netflix anime. The animation looks
Ain't
cool.
blue enough. It ain't blue enough, and the box ain't sturdy enough, Chris. All right, that's it.
Well, it's getting a Netflix anime. It looks gorgeous. I'm even surprised they put that much effort into Blue Box. I'm
Be
like,
right back.
bye, Brian.
Brian's going to watch Blue Box anime.
Yeah, I'll wait for him to ask Mike's second question. But yeah, Blue Box has got an anime coming. It actually looks pretty sweet.
You know, I used to see a lot of Boruto spoilers.
You know what? I think you're right about
And it
that.
was
I
funny
get
because I never ever cared.
Yeah, that's the thing. I guess like I do get spoiled for Boruto fairly a decent amount, but I also just don't care. So I don't register the spoiler.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, I got
Yeah,
spoiled.
that's a good way to say it. I don't register it.
Yeah, I got spoiled for the Nine-Tailed Fox coming back.
Oh.
And man, I saw
It
that.
was like, oh,
Yeah, I was like, cool. Wonder what bullshit they're gonna say. That's not how the Jinchuriki work. That is just not how they work.
you do now, Chris.
It just doesn't work that way. You know why I know? Because Naruto's mom had the nine-tailed fox in her when she was pregnant with Naruto, and they still had to do a whole fucking ritual to seal the fox within Naruto. It's not a hereditary thing. It's not just something that gets passed down. But I guess like in theory, we don't have any like children of Jinchuriki to prove it one way or another. Like they didn't say that it couldn't happen that way, but the established thing is that they always have to do some kind of weird ritual to transfer it. And a person has to lose their life in order to do it.
You know, I give it to you, Chris. Like, you have a lot of solid reasoning behind why it annoyed you. And for me, it didn't take much. It just was annoying.
I mean,
I'll say this: what was somewhat of a touch is that Himawara did always have those like fox lines on her face, like how like Naruto did when he was younger,
Boruto has
or
them
like
too.
the whiskers. No, I don't think he did.
I think he still does.
I could be wrong. Let me double check. I don't think so.
Boruto has whiskers.
Let's see.
Yes, he does. He has them.
Are you looking at him right now?
I'm looking at it right now.
You know, I believe you. I just want to see for myself.
I'm at the most recent chapter where he looks like Sasuke because you know they're doing a whole he's reversed. He's the Sasuke of this series.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Right. But not really, because what, the other kid's supposed to be Naruto?
He's
Get
taking after
real.
Sasuke because this is a role reversal type of thing.
Oh, he does have the whiskers. You're absolutely right. You could see it on the main Two Blue Vortex page.
I'm back.
Brian, you're back. We were talking about how I was spoiled in Boruto. I get spoiled fairly frequently, but I just don't care. And I remember getting spoiled about Himawari having the QB in her.
Uh-huh.
And how bullshit this is.
Yeah, man. I had so many high hopes for Boruto before like the first part ended.
Brian defends these series valiantly, and then they shit on him. They let him down.
Like
It's
they,
really
I feel
fucked
like,
up, actually.
like, am I wrong for like for thinking that this story had so much more potential.
No, Brian, because if
Like
you
I feel
remember,
like they
if
they
you
went
remember
down
before
the
two
worst
blue,
route.
if you remember before two blue vortex, me and Josh were actually coming around on Boruto. We were
Yeah.
like, oh, this is actually pretty interesting. Wow, I wonder what they're gonna do with this.
But no, they had to turn Sasuke into a tree.
Had to turn Sasuke into a tree.
Yeah.
They
They
had
had to
to
turn random ninja into a tree.
tree people have to be involved now. We're dealing with tree people. And they're all obsessed with growing this new tree.
Fucking Boruto.
Kagura was the
Pisses
worst
me
thing to
off.
happen to Boruto, and to Naruto in general. Like, this is the franchise.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it felt
And
like
the
they were gonna
affection
turn it
fucking
around.
spread.
It felt like they were turning it around. They were finally making
It
it
did look
interesting,
like that.
and then they started doing this bullshit. They completely assassinated Boruto's character.
What character?
He had like towards the end, like at that last chapter of the first part of Boruto, he started to have like his own like character. You know what I mean? Like he had shades of Naruto. He had shades of Sasuke. You know,
Brian,
he
what did you
was
think
he's
about when he was in this little flashback sequence thing? When Boruto had Sasuke's hair. What'd you think of that?
I was actually like, I think I audibly said, "Okay, man." I think I audibly said, "Okay, man." I'm just so sick of it. Why does he? Why? Why? Why did they make him into such an edgy character? He wasn't really like that before.
We all have an edgy phase in our teenage years, but then it's up to us to get out of it. And Boruto just never climbed out of it.
They just gave him the fucking weight
Yeah.
of knowledge.
Well, so
Man, I want to talk about this Boruto chapter so bad, but like, I want
most
to.
recent.
I also am apprehensive about covering series that we actively don't like anymore or don't like at all, because I don't want to be a very negative show, but it's very funny. I read this.
Yeah, I do feel kind of.
I read this chapter and I read this series sometimes, and I'm just like, man, what have they done to my boy? My boy being the Naruto franchise. Look at how they massacred my boy.
Man, if we have one more throwback to Naruto, I'll say this, right? Where I was getting upset even before Boruto. I'll never forget the attitude Chris and I had reading the Sasuke verse the old guy with all the
Danzo.
Sharingans.
Danzo.
Danzo, oh my fucking god, we were so tight. So like, you know, the joke at the time before shit got to a whole nother level was that Sharingans was like the do everything, you know, like the running joke was that like it was like there was like a fucking huge giant list of all the things the Sharingan allows you to do. And at this point, right, like it was just more and more, and apparently now they can like warp reality or something like that, but it makes them close forever. So Donzo was like he kept using that and using up all the eyes. It was fucking insane, and I couldn't take it.
Yeah, I mean, I think like the thing is the inherent goofiness of having so many eyes on your arm.
Oh god, we were relentless, bro.
I think the concept that they were going for was cool. I get it. I feel like I've grown into understanding the potential coolness factor of it. But then also, it's just the eyes on the arm is so funny.
I think thematically the fight made a lot of sense. He had to fight Donzo because Donzo was essentially responsible for
Yeah, I
a
feel
messy situation got, right?
I feel like
with the Uchihas.
yeah, I think the things I used to rag on Naruto for when I was in my youth, I appreciate more than I'm older.
Yeah.
But there's certain things that
I can see
that still make me laugh. Just the eyes and the arm, the fact that the Sharingan became this like cheat code basically,
Yeah.
and the Byakugan fell out of relevance. That's what they could have given
Oh,
Himawari.
God.
They could have made the Byakugan cool again, but they refused.
Well, it's because doesn't Boruto technically have it?
No,
I don't think so.
Man, nobody has that shit. Hinata doesn't use it.
What they tried to say was that like Nine Tails being in Himawara had something like not it wasn't everything to do, but something to do with it was her Hyoga genes or whatever.
Her Hyuga genes.
Hyuga, but that's like unaccounted for Hyuga genes. But that's just silly to me. There's no real precedence for that.
Yeah, there's no precedence at all.
Oh, do you want to get to the other question?
Oh yeah, Brian's back, so I guess I'll get to the other question. We'll stop talking shit about Boruto for the two of you out there that like it. Now that two of the most prominent series are over/ending, which upcoming series are you most excited about? Well, we brought on Sakamoto Days because we're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, very excited for Sakamoto Days. And apparently, Don Don is a generational story. I'm looking forward to reading that.
It's good. I'm enjoying Don Don. Don Don's fun. It's not technically a Shonen Jump series. I guess if you mean Shonen Jump series, I guess there's no shortage of actually decent Shonen Jump series that are going right now. You know, the aforementioned Blue Box is actually pretty solid. Akane Banashi is good. I'm enjoying that. I what I've read of Mission Yozakura Family is pretty fun.
It's the No Assassination Group.
Sister No spy group actually. They're spies, they're not assassins. But yeah, there's a couple good series. I don't know which one's next outside of Sakamoto Days.
I think Kagurabachi's next.
Oh, right. How could I forget? We also added Kagurabachi because we were fairly excited about it.
Yeah, that's probably like the series I'm most excited about out of the remaining, aside from One Piece, obviously.
Yeah. One Piece will outlive all these series, by the way.
Yeah. Looking like it's going to outlive Undead.
It might very well outlive Undead.
Yeah, but more on that when we get to the actual show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Kagurabachi for sure.
Yeah, Kagurabachi and Sakamoto are going to be
if
next.
If you're not already reading that, Mike.
Get on that. Is there anything else? I don't know.
Because I used to be on the scan later sites, and I would just check out different manga and start reading it and shit.
You know, I found a legal site for like the people who put Soul Eater out. They have a site as well.
That's sick.
That you could read chapters for free to a weird point system. I hate that shit. Hajime no Ippo's publisher does this point system thing where you can own chapters, but you gotta like get points, and some of them cost money, but you could also get points by reading other series.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's the only way to get Hajime no Ippo legally. Yeah, that's those are the up next ones, and those are all the questions really. As far as I know. But please keep sending them, Mike. I hope these recommendations were good.
Yeah, football was awesome.
Oh yeah, football's back.
There's some really good games on TV.
Yeah, football's back, which means this show is going to be a pseudo sports show every now and then.
I feel like the only national TV game so far that wasn't really close was the Cowboys and Browns game.
Someone else got blown
that was
out
a national
bad.
TV game.
The Giants got blown out pretty bad.
Yeah, but that wasn't on national television.
That's true.
Ravens Chiefs was close.
Yeah, Ravens Chiefs was close.
What was
Eagles,
the game of the
Packers.
week for the first, like at 1 o'clock? I don't know.
I guess probably
it's hard to say.
Bears. The Bears won. Bears one was pretty all right.
Oh, Bears and yeah, you know what? I'm sure Bears and yeah. As a matter of fact,
The
it was on
Saints blew
TV. I
out.
did see it.
The Saints blew out the Panthers, but it wasn't national TV.
Oh yeah, that was a body bag. That wasn't on national TV though.
No, I mean, thank God, dude.
I think
that
the Bears,
Germany game
I
is
think
gonna
the Bears and
fucking
Titans
stink.
was.
That Munich game, the Giants and Panthers. Good thing it's happening at 6 a.m. when I don't have to see it.
Oh shit. Yeah, you'll wake up and hear about what happened. Y'all probably fucking around and win that game.
D Dimes is cooked. I hate to say it.
It was one game. It was one game.
It's several games.
It was one game.
D Dimes is cooked.
Cooked.
He's cooked. Who's he play? Who are they playing next week? The Browns.
No. If they play, I gotta look it up.
The Cowboys looking good though. Brian, did you know that according to Josh, the first time Dak made his completion to whoever he did completed to, Josh whispered
Brandon
that
Cooks.
they're going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. On account of his
They gonna
Dallas
make it this
That's
Cowboy
what's
jeans.
that's what's being said out in the streets.
And in Josh's household.
Are they going to make it this year?
They could.
What does Josh think?
I think we make it to the NFC Championship game and lose to the Eagles.
Not even the Niners this time.
No. I gotta see the Niners.
Yeah,
Who's
they're
Kendrick
playing.
Lamar going to be performing too?
Yeah,
Playing
Kendrick's-
tonight actually against
Yeah.
the Jets.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey is out, which is annoying.
Yo. Imagine this, right? Super Bowl halftime show starts. Kendrick Lamar opens with Not Like Us. And then Drake runs out WWE style.
That would be sick.
And he plays like, I don't know.
Family
fucking
Matters?
Hotline Bling.
Yo, I was just about to say that. He needs to call me on my cell phone. And now we need my
So it
love.
becomes a battle
Very
of whether
close to
Drake can win Kendrick Lamar over with his music. He's trying to serenade Kendrick Lamar back into his graces.
His
just
various
ends-
R&B songs and cool party songs. He's like, see, I can be that cool guy.
It just ends with
I
them
don't want
fist
to be
fighting.
the tough one no more.
Kendrick Lamar, I am black. Please.
He never said he wasn't black.
He implied it.
No, he said he ain't
said it
like the
black
way he
enough.
says the N word. He said we don't want to hear you say it no more. Not implying that he's not black. Implying that he's not culturally black.
Yeah.
Two different things.
Call me on my cell phone. Anyway, yeah, the Lions game was good, Josh. Josh was needling me about the Lions as if I'm a Lions fan.
Yo, they won with hard work and grit.
They did.
Every time you thought it was luck, just know
They did.
it was grit. Pure
I did say no, Josh. I
grit,
said that
not talent, just work and grit.
I said they got lucky at the end. See, this is why Josh wants me to talk about the Lions with him off mic, so I don't get the proof of me saying that it was luck at the end because it came down to a coin toss.
Listen,
Yada
bro.
yada.
You watched that Lions HBO Max show?
Hard
And
Knocks. I watched all the
know,
Hard Knockses. I watched the
Hard
Bears.
Knocks? You watched nah, but that Lions one, that shit, that really that tugged at your heartstrings, bro. Like that shit got you.
I was
And
overwhelmed
you
by
seen
grit.
You seen that underdog team over succeed and show these pretty boy talented squads that hard work and grit it could beat anyone. and that's the real American dream.
That's literally they've not
And,
said
and that
any
shit
of it.
resonated with you, bro.
It did.
And they're America's sweethearts because they shouldn't be winning, but they are.
Your team is literally called America's team.
Not anymore, bro.
Yes, it is.
It's Detroit. It's the Motor
No,
City
it's
now.
Dallas.
No, man, they hate us, man. They say Dak is trash. Come on.
Dak just got
Cowboys is
400
old
million.
news
How do you
now.
feel about that? Dak's a cowboy forever now.
And that's lit. Well, for the next 4 years. But yeah. Well, no, actually, it's 4 years on top of the next one, like, so 5 more years.
No, I think this was his last contract year. So I guess, yeah,
And then he goes to the Giants.
5.
No, he got an extension. Not a Yo.
So it's 4 years starting next year.
Man, if he would have went to the Giants, that would have been so crazy.
It would have been crazy. I
said for
never
a
thought
long
that was going to
time, I
happen.
think Dak would do good on the Giants. But I always thought Dak would do good with a really good defense, and now he has one in Dallas, so
He had one last year.
we could get it done. Yeah, I know, but shit fell apart. Everyone fell apart in that playoff game.
Yeah. The moment was too big for
I
Dakota Prescott.
suppose. And the whole fucking defense.
Yeah.
The schmoment was too schmoment.
Yeah. But I was excited for football. I'm glad it's back. It's good times
Me too.
to be had. Thursday is what? Dolphins, Bills? That should be good.
Yeah. And then tonight's Jets, Niners.
Yeah, tonight's at the time of this recording, it's Jets Niners. So that should be good as well.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's it. We hit over a half hour. We ready to move on to the real show, or do we have anything else?
Yeah.
All right. Then yeah, we'll see you guys in New Gem City.